Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. Mike Lindell's in the news, claiming that that his company, MyPillow, has lost $100 million in revenue because big retailers are halting sales of his products. Big retailers would include Walmart and Bed Bath & Beyond, Kohl's, Wayfair, H-E-B, all dropped his products. And then to complicate and compound his issues more, he owes $5 million to a computer expert who's a Republican, a Trump supporter, when he put an offer to show that the 2020 data was fake, and he'd pay $5 million if somebody could show to him that the data he had wasn't real. And somebody did, and that his data was bogus. He didn't want to pay it. Then they went through arbitration. Now he has to pay. He's also the subject of over a $1.3 billion lawsuit by Dominion Voting Systems. So when it rains, it pours. He is definitely in the find out portion of the F around and find out mantra there. So Mike Lindell, not to rejoice over your misfortunes, but dude, you brought it on yourself. This all came after you started spouting out stolen election conspiracy theories, and you didn't think it was going to impact your business, but it did. Now, one thing I want to check out was Lindell was saying that his business lost $100 million in revenue. That's a nice round number, pulled right off the top of his head. It's a privately traded company. There's no real information on what their normal revenue levels are. He says it's like $300 million a year, or he's worth like $150 million. Or who knows? No, I have no idea how much money this guy does or does not have, or what his company earns. And Lord knows what the real revenue numbers is. The long and short of it, he's selling a lot of surplus equipment like forklifts and industrial sewing machines and office furniture and stuff like that because things aren't looking so hot for MyPillow. So, Mike, let's find out. Let's see what Spirit will share with us about the current state of Mike Lindell's MyPillow company. For entertainment purposes only, come on down. Tell me about MyPillow. Well, somebody's got the Eight of Swords there. Yeah, this is basically the find out portion. He has been really outspoken with the election denialism. He's in the news and stuff like that. He's spending all sorts of his own money to fund all these wackadoodle events, probably helped pay for audits and stuff like that. And he's just hemorrhaging cash, and he's taking his company down with him because he and that company are tied together. He's the pitch man. Everybody knows Mike Lindell is the MyPillow guy, and MyPillow is a company owned by Mike Lindell. Crossed with that are the lovers. Yeah, this is the relationships that he has made and he has kept. And because, again, the relationship between he and his company, the relationship between he and Trump, the relationship between he and the MAGA crowd, his relationships are what's causing the MyPillow company to go through what it's going through right now. Underneath it, we have the King of Cups, and it's all, he's, part of it is that he's not being emotionally very mature or stable, but he's going after Biden. All this because he's going after Biden. Biden never did anything to Mike Lindell. He didn't even do anything to Trump. Trump has done all of this. But Trump's obsessed with Biden. Lindell is obsessed with Trump, and the company goes down. And people don't get suckered into buying really crappy pillows from this guy. In the past, we have the Knight of Cups. This is Mike Lindell going to bat for Donald Trump and taking Donald Trump's message to the masses. The problem is that I believe Mike Lindell actually believes everything that he's saying, but Mike Lindell doesn't know that everything he's saying, everything given to him, was brought to him by false friends. So this is like the Knight of Cups coming to Mike Lindell and making Mike Lindell the messenger, and Mike Lindell is the one who's taking all the financial risk, while these guys get, who knows what they get, but they get something. Current situation is the victory card. Actually, no. I think in Mike Lindell's case, this isn't really victory because it's the antithesis of victory. This is the look at me card. He's a salesman. You know, everything's just like Trump. Everything is look at me, look at me, look at me. And he's out there fighting the good fight, trying to bring the message, the word to people that the election was stolen. And I think he truly thinks it was stolen, that he will be successful. I seem to recall that he, with this Dominion lawsuit, he thinks he's going to win it. He absolutely thinks he's going to win it. I don't agree with that. They took down Fox News. Buddy, you're small potatoes. Overarching energy is temperance. Yeah, you think? Mike needs to back up. He needs to slow his roll. He needs to pipe down on the whole fake election thing, and he's right on the edge. He needs to back off from that. Now, there's a couple other things. I know Mike Lindell has had substance problems in the past, and the temperance is about on the low energy, it could be about having more substance problems. On the high energy, it's curing yourself of that. But I think he's slipping back into his substance problems. That's not saying that if he was a drinker before, he's drinking now. But it's like the conspiracy theory is the new drug that he's consuming. You know, before it was alcohol or coke or meth or whatever I don't know what he did. But now it's conspiracy theories. And this type of thing is poisoning him. The other thing he should be looking at with temperance is he should be looking to settle. He needs to settle with Dominion, because if they win that lawsuit, and they will, it's going to bankrupt him. And maybe they'll be nice enough to just take a lot of his money as opposed to all of his money. Outcome, the Six of Swords going away. MyPillow is probably going to survive on the short term as they try and stabilize their sales and stuff like that. But they could end up going bankrupt. They easily could go bankrupt. When you're selling equipment and stuff like that, that's not sending a positive sign. Fortunately, this is a privately held company, so you're not going to have a lot of pressure from investors to do something about the CEO because he owns the company. But yeah, he's got to calm things down. Things have gotten too crazy. He needs that temperance to calm things down. Again, settling his cases and keeping his mouth shut would probably go a long way to saving his company. But if he can't do that, well, he's going to be in problems. Okay, the outcome is the Empress. I think the Empress is making sure everybody has enough of everything. And the lower energy of the Empress is like entitlement, laziness. I don't think he's lazy. I don't think he's necessarily entitled. I think that the company is going to survive, but it's not going to be a big company anymore. It's going to be a small company. He has free-willed himself and free speeched himself from being a brand leader to a minor player. And it's all because of Donald Trump's embarrassment to losing to sleepy Joe Biden in the election. So Mike Lindell's company has got some problems. I think it's going to survive it. I do think it's going to survive it, but it's going to require Lindell to, again, to slow his roll and to stop going out there spouting out crazy stuff. I don't know how he's going to get back into the Walmarts and, well, he can't get back into Bed Bath & Beyond. They're going away too, but, you know, Walmart doesn't even carry him on the online store. That's how much they don't want to carry his product, because he's toxic. So you got to move away from that toxicity. All right. Will Mike Lindell move away from that toxicity? I mean, let's ask, right? Want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Will Mike Lindell move away from these conspiracy theories? Yes or no? What's going to happen with those conspiracy theories? Will he be able to move away? I don't think he will. If he's smart, he will. I don't think so. He really likes them. He likes the mystery, the craziness. I think he's no. That's a no card. He likes the. This is telling me he likes the conspiracy theories because it makes him. It completes the story for him. 2 major arcana, by the way. It probably could also be his ultimate undoing, but on the short term, let's just say, it sort of like it completes his world. It's the world he's living in. Is this conspiracy theory land? And in that world, he's in charge. Oh God, 4 major arcana in this, and it's a burden. He likes the conspiracy theories, but they make his life really difficult. And here he is as the emperor. You know, in this thing, he is the champion of the stolen election conspiracy theory, known throughout the world, and he's trying to get the truth out. But in this case, I think what's going to happen with these conspiracy theories is that as the truth comes out on each one of those, he has to go to something different to maintain his position. And it gets progressively harder to do that because the conspiracy theories get weirder and weirder, and eventually people get tired of following somebody who just doesn't, he doesn't ever get it right. You know, he's got no wins in the win column there. So, funny thing, all major arcana, these are all big lessons. This is like, he's supposed to go through this, basically. He's supposed to go through this. He set himself up, and he's willingly setting himself up, and the more he goes through these conspiracy theories, the more he starts learning about truth and endings to himself and his career and his business and stuff like that. Will he ever pull out? Is he ever going to pull out of these conspiracy theories? Is he going to learn a lesson? Or what's the lesson he's supposed to... There we go. What's the lesson he's supposed to learn on this? What is the lesson Mike Lindell was supposed to learn from these conspiracy theories? 4-carder. We'll close it out. all the conspiracy theories. What's he supposed to learn? That, you know, not all the conspiracy theory, all these stories that are out there, you need to be a better judge of the sourcing of the information. You need to develop your critical thinking skills. Because if you spread misinformation, it's going to come back around on you. And, you know, he had a really comfortable life with this. Had he done better judgment, he'd still have a comfortable life. Instead, he went out and talked about Dominion, and Dominion's going to come full circle on him, and they're going to take a bunch of his money because he was acting the fool. What was he supposed to learn on that? To be able to discern truth, fact from fiction. And if his reward was that he was going to be, you know, if he'd have been lived a comfortable life. Now I think he's going to be struggling for the rest of his life. You know, once the money's gone, he won't be living high on the hog for sure. Sorry, Mike. You know, you make your bed, you get to sleep in it. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for supporting my channel. I really do appreciate it. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.